Ooh, it's dry. You can look at the drought indicator map. We're heading down to what I call the bottom plot. And I wasn't sure if I was going to have a stand on it. And if no one else has plots, and you do, even if they're mediocre, guess what? You're gonna have more deer. Hey guys, Kapper here, welcome back. Here we are, almost Halloween, like October 26th. It's the 9th inning for food plotting, and Mother Nature derailed you, as like she did me. What do you do now? Is it too late? Well, I'm gonna tell you, it's not too late. If you're in the middle of the US, where you still got some warmth, it's not too late. Let me show you some of the things I'm doing right now today, still in October, because we're in southern Missouri, and we have a little time, provided Mother Nature helps. All right, this is my favorite plot. Here we are, October 24th. I disced up the center portion. This was all planted and all germinated. I did overseed. Phil thinks this is going to do better than this when we finally get rain, but I think the seed's all gone here because he's thinking the seed is still in the dirt and it'll come up. But I think it all germinated and got burned up. You know, you can see some green. So here we are, almost November. But if we have a mild winter, I mixed oats, winter wheat, and winter rye, cereal rye. Fingers crossed that, you know, gun season is November 17th, 3 weeks-ish. If we got rain on this, it could actually be viable. If not, I can't help that. You know, I mean, I kind of get kicks out of some of our haters, like, you're wasting money and you're doing this. Well, I just watched a really good video with Dr. Grant, who happens to be here in the Ozarks, but he happens to have maybe 3 or 4 more years experience than me. And he can't grow anything in this drought either. You can see that a bunch of the Whitetails range is under pretty dry or stressful conditions. Looks like the weather for a lot of the area is going to break here in a week or two, and I would go ahead and plant. If you're way up north and you're in an area that's been dry and there's snow on the ground or it's getting ready to snow, you know, don't plant. They're not going to do much. And there's one exception to this, and that is cereal rye. What I've been saying forever. If we'd have got rain, this would be a lush food plot, just like the brand new one I made on the north end of the farm where we did get rain in time. That is my briar plot. I'll show you that. It's loaded with deer. That's why I stagger my plots. You can only do what you could do against Mother Nature. So if this were to get rain, like a good soaker on it, this would be beautiful inside of 10 to 12 days. Cereal rye is a small grain like, you know, wheat or oat, and it's the most cold hardy of all the forages I know. It will germinate at like 34, 35 degrees and grow any day it's above freezing. So, and you know, for each of these plots, you're looking at 40 bucks maybe, you know, 50 bucks worth of seed. So it's well worth the investment. And if no one else has plots and you do, even if they're mediocre, guess what? You're gonna have more deer. All right, let's carry on. So this was one of my overflow plots. It's along the driveway. I just put it here for more tonnage to see deer coming in and out of the driveway. Never meant to hunt this plot. Now you see we got a stand on it. And also you see I'm just planting another 1.5 acres right here. It's a cereal grain mix, rye, oats, and wheat. And it'll germinate. It'll do well if we get some rain. We're in a minimum of a 4-week drought, maybe 5 or 6 now. So my overflow plots, I'm going to show you another one next that I never intended on hunting, are going to save me for this fall. At least I'll have some food sources. Let's go check out the next one. All right, this is the big south plot. I worked up this whole strip up here in front of that tower. I worked up this strip. Planted that. I did throw a little triple 13 mostly up in here. I think it was 120-ish pounds of wheat, cereal rye, and bob oats, and then I overseeded the rest of it. And another experiment, Phil thinks that stuff's actually going to do better than replant. because I planted that a long time ago. We'll see, but I did overseed that as well in case we get rain. We got a tiny sprinkling of rain last night. Might have been enough to give them a tiny boost, but as you can see, it's it didn't really do a whole lot for moisture. So anyways, this is the big plot, south plot number 1, actually, the big south plot. All right, going to the next ridge over, the second plot up. There's 3 new ones on this one. This is the middle of the 3. I'm gonna do the same routine here. Document this and see what happens in a month from now. I got a bank set up on this one. This one I cut up a lot more dirt, so I'm gonna have a lot more fresh stuff. You can see it did germinate on the edges where it's lower and there's shade. Other than that, it's burned up. Like down here, you can see germination. So let's roll. It's my favorite part. And the AC running the drag. It's not that hot today. Probably 70, 74-ish, something like that. So I got 2 down and 1 more to go. This is how I do it. I pick away. Sometimes I only do 1 at a time, depending on what's going on. But it's a good day today. We got a lot done in town. We had to go to the bank, do a bunch of other stuff. But getting these 3 knocked out, planted and dragged. Got some fresh trail cam stuff to look at. I love getting the cards, even though I know what's on some of them, because now I got the full HD videos. And again, if anyone at Stealth is listening on any of our videos, man, fix that. But otherwise, I like them. Down to what I call the bottom plot. Again, I wasn't sure if I was going to have a stand on it. Let's go check in on it. The batteries are toast on the Stealth cam. So just yesterday at 1 in the midday, like noon, Sharon saw 3 nice bucks chasing in and out of this field. It's become a hotbed of deer activity. And again, it just started as a bonus plot, but that's why I stagger my plots. I stagger them all through the fall and the spring for this reason right here. If I would have just done traditional food plotting, I'd be toast right now. I wouldn't have jack for fall plots. And I wasn't in here soon enough for corn or beans to get established. I mean, look at this, the deer, they can't even keep it mowed down in here. It's growing nicely. I mean, I really hit this one with fertilizer, lots of clover, chicory mix. This could use an overseeding. I might come back over here right now since I'm out planting. But let's change this camera out and I'll show you the blind I put on it. So here's the new Banks Tower blind I put up. I'm behind on project videos, but Sharon helped me with this one. We had a great day in the field. But again, this was gonna be originally an overflow plot, but because I got baked out, it's now becoming a primary plot. And man, we got some great trail cam footage on this thing. I just pulled the card, so I got all the HD stuff. If you like trail cam videos and interesting stuff, definitely stay tuned to the channel, but that's going to be coming out soon, the updates on this particular plot. We got some lease guys coming in, hunting gun season here in a couple weeks. We'll see how it's going to go. All right, I got my horseshoe plot here. The inner plot, which is sketchy, I overseeded that whole thing, even though they're in here every day. And this may look ugly as all get up, which it is, but if we get rain, It'll grow. It'll be splotchy, but it'll grow. You know, this is all the thatch from disking it. So just need some rain. I got one more to do now, and then I got to work on fixing the disc.